What's up, guys? What's going on? Hope you guys are doing good on your Sunday. When you come on, what's up, Chase? When you come on, give me a like, give me a share, give me something. Give me something, guys. At least give me a share. What's up, Joshua? What's up, Phil? What's up, Chase? Hope you guys are doing good. We'll let a few people hop on this Sunday. What's up, Sean? Hope everybody's doing good. What's up, Stephen the Killer Miller out of Ohio? I'm coming through loud and clear. Great. I'm glad. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Give me a share if you really want to help me help other people. Give me a share. What's up, DJ? DJ's the man. DJ's one of my buddies. Spoke at Impact Players with me. And guys, if you missed Impact Players in Arizona, make sure that you come to the next one, November 1st in LA. I'm going to be the host. I'm going to be hosting Impact Players too. So if you haven't grabbed your tickets yet, go ahead and grab them. Go to Impact Players. Well, actually, I don't even know the web link. You probably just type in Impact Players on Facebook. You'll find the link. But anyway, guys, what's up, Peter? What's up, Brandon? I wanted to talk to you guys about this. When you first get started, or even if you've been doing real estate for a while, like what should you be doing? Should you just be, what's up, Matthew? Should you just be wholesaling, or just be flipping, or just do buy and hold? Because you listen to some gurus, right? Like some gurus, all they do is buy and hold, and that's all they teach you. Like, that's all you should do. You should not flip, you should not wholesale, you should just be doing buy and hold. Then you got some guys say, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, you need to just be wholesaling the whole time, or you should be flipping, you're losing too much money if you're just wholesaling deals, right? Well, I'm here to tell you guys. What's up, Grant? What's up, Anthony? I'm here to tell you guys, you should be doing it all, right? You should be doing it all. You shouldn't just be being a buy and hold guy. You shouldn't just be wholesaling. You shouldn't just be flipping. You need to learn how to do it all. Now, you should start with wholesaling so you can learn how to do deals. And then you should graduate into maybe doing some wholetailing, which is basically, what is that? It's a deal basically that, what's up, Mike? That doesn't need a whole lot of work. It just maybe needs some paint and floors, and that's it. Or maybe it just needs to be cleaned up and you throw it back on MLS. What's up, Christopher? And you throw it back on MLS and you actually make a lot of, you don't have to do anything. You wholesale it, right? You basically wholesaling it to a full retail buyer. Then you graduate from there and you get a little bit more confidence. And what happens, you start, what's up, Taylor? You start flipping, right? Now, I have a certain criteria I go by. I don't flip anything that needs more than probably about $45,000, $50,000 worth of work, because after that, it just becomes too much work, too dangerous. Too many things can go wrong, and the project time pushes out too long, right? Then from there, what you need to be doing is taking all that money from your wholesaling business, your wholetailing, your flipping, if you're a coach, if you got a side hustle, a job, another business, and you should be pushing it into buy and hold, right? You should be pushing it all into buy and hold. Like, for instance, with my business, right? We have a bunch of different sources of income. We are, I'm wholesaling, I'm flipping, I'm wholetailing, I buy mobile home park. Let me back up. I'm wholesaling, I'm flipping, I'm wholetailing. I have a coaching company. My wife's a realtor. We do land development. I'd take all that income, all that active income, and I want it to become passive. So I take all that active income and I just shove it into passive income. I'm taking all my active income and I'm making it have babies, right? I'm putting it into, mobile home parks, apartments, to where it spits out babies, right? I'm trying to get it to have, in essence, trying to get it to have sex almost, right? To where it spits out more cash, right? Because if all you're doing is wholetailing and flipping, all you're gonna do is just grind it out for the rest of your life. Your job at the end of the day, guys, as a real estate investor, is to get your passive income to exceed your active income. Now, what does that mean, Chris? That means you want to get to a point where you make just as much or more income in your passive investments, meaning your positive cash flow investments, money that you're not actively going out there. What is active income versus passive income? Active income is what you actually work for, wholesaling, flipping, your job, things that you actually have to go out and do physical labor in the physical universe, and do a lot of action and work and get paid for quick That's active. Passive income is where you take your money and it cash flows. It spits out money whether you pay attention to it or not, which most time you still have to pay attention to it. You get a property manager or what have you. But for the most part, your job as an investor, guys, is to go and take all that active income. Let's just say you're making 30 grand a month actively by wholesaling and flipping houses, and that you're averaging 30 grand a month. You want to take all that money and put it into passive income. Put it, make 20, 30 grand, put it down on a little small mobile home park, maybe 10, 20 units, whatever it may be, or a 12-plex, or 16-plex, right? If you do that over time long enough, you will work yourself out of having to work. What does that mean, Chris? You're talking in riddles, Chris. What does that mean? Slow it down. Back it up for the average Joe investor trying to get started. So if you do this for long enough, if you put all that active income into passive income, it's a circle, right? You're taking your active income and you're putting it into passive. The passive squirts out cash flow and it comes back to you. And eventually, you'll make just as much money if you do it for long enough over a sustained period of time. You will make enough money passively, meaning money that you're not working for, to where you work yourself out of a job. You don't have to work anymore, right? So that's your job. But like a lot of gurus are teaching, well, you shouldn't wholesale, or you shouldn't flip, or you should just be doing buy and hold, because you're not building wealth when you're wholesaling and flipping. Well, a lot of guys I know that are just doing buy and hold, they're usually always broke, right? They don't have money. Unless you already have money, you should not be unless you're trying to syndicate. If you're syndicating, it's a different story, using other people's money. But most people, you should not be starting off with buy and hold. I'll tell you right now. I did that. The money's too slow. Like, you need to make money as fast as you can right now so that you can dump all that into passive income, right? So you definitely need to start with wholesaling. Got a few questions right here. Chase says, wholesaling is a good way to meet buyers and investors and connect with them and ask them questions you have so you don't make bad mistakes. 100%, Chase. That's great. What's up, Tony? What's up, BJ? BJ, hit me up. I can help you with that if you want to get started. What's up, JJ? What's up, Justin? Mike? Brian. What's up? Brian's one of my students. Casey Cleveland. Matt Soltis. What's up, Matt? Matt's one of my killer students from Orlando who's freaking crushing it. Brought him up on stage at Impact Players. He made $480,000 in the past 6 months in my program. Hats off to him. He's a freaking monster of a entrepreneur, so super proud of him. But guys, it goes back to, you don't want to be a one-trick pony, right? You can't just get stuck in just wholesaling. Otherwise, it's just a grind, right? It's just going to be a grind all day, every day, right? Or if you just get into flipping and you get up to a point where you got 7 to 10 rehab projects going at any given time. That's just a highly paid job, which is nothing wrong with that. And I do the same thing. We've got at least right now, I think we've got 10 rehabs going right now between 3 states, right? And then we have a slew of wholesaling deals. And then we have a bunch of mobile home parks that I'm closing another mobile home park next week. And then we're locking up another one tomorrow. I just got off the phone with them early this morning. We're locking up another one. So I know how it is to grind, right? I'm grinding all the time. And why am I grinding? I'm grinding so that I can get my passive income to exceed my active income, right? Because then that's true wealth, that's true freedom. So it's a big circle. Start with wholesaling. And obviously I preach wholesaling. That's where you should start. That's where you should start. I'm always preaching that. Once you get comfortable wholesaling, like it's a triangle, right? Most people get stuck. Let's just imagine this triangle that I'm writing right here. You got the first bottom left corner is, sellers, right? You got sellers, and then you come over and you got buyers. Well, you're always right here. You're going left to right all day long. Buyers and sellers, buyers and sellers. You're wholesaling because you're stuck, because you ain't got no money, right? The pivotal point that's going to take you to the next level is the top point of the triangle, right? It's capital. You need access to capital. You need to start being able to take down deals, right? Because then you come like this, right? You don't have to wholesale. You come in through the whole triangle. You got buyers, sellers, capital, and now you can wholesale and flip, and it adds a whole new dynamic. It adds a whole new dynamic to your business because now you can take down deals. And when you can take down deals, you can increase your spreads. Now, taking down deals is not a well, let me take it off of Wi-Fi because it's my connection is messing up. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back. So once you can take down deals, guys, it adds a whole new dynamic to your business, because now you can wholesale and now you can flip, right? So when you can do that, what happens is you can scale your business, right? There's nothing wrong with wholesaling. You can wholesale a whole lot of deals and make a lot of money, but you're going to limit yourself. You're going to limit yourself in how much you can make on a deal, right? There's deals that in the past I've wholesaled that I made like, 10, 20 grand that I could, if I'd have just closed on it and put a little bit of work into it, I would have made 80 or 60, right? And it didn't require a ton of work. It wasn't that much work. But I wasn't comfortable enough to take down deals. Now you got to get up to a point. You got to get up to a point where you can take down deals, right? You don't want to just get into real estate and all of a sudden you're flipping houses. That's the fastest way to get out of flipping, right? Start with wholesaling, build up your knowledge on how to buy right, and learn the market so well. And what you do is you extract the best deals from the pipeline of wholesale deals, transactions, or deals that come through your pipeline, right? And you do one of two things. You either wholesale those where they don't need a lot of work, or you flip them. Now, you don't want to flip anything that requires a ton of work. Because, like, let's be real, you don't want to be flipping. Let me see if I can't see myself in here. I hope you guys can see and hear me. You don't want to flip something that's going to take you 6 months. It's a 4 to 5 month rehab, and it takes another 2 months to sell, and you into it for 6 or 7 months, and you make 60 grand. You better off taking the 10, 20 grand up front and wholesaling it and be done with that. I want to be in and out of a deal. My max I want to be into a deal is 3 months, 4 months max it, but I have to make a lot of money, right? I'm not going to flip none unless I can make minimum 40 to 50 grand. If I'm going to go past that, if I'm going to go past the 3 month mark, it has to be like a 60K plus deal. It's got to be in a good market. Days on market got to be really low. It's got to be a smoking hot deal, great neighborhood. So those are that's like my parameters, right? You got to stay in a box to where you don't get your ass in trouble, and stay away from the high-end flips. Don't try to flip no freaking beach house, $1 million property, even though you think you can make $500,000. That's how a lot of people got their asses handed to them in 2008. They were flipping everything, thinking that the market's never going to turn. Now, if you are going to flip, I'm not saying don't flip a beach house. If you got a smoking hot deal and you get access to some private money, if it ain't your money, hey, as long as you're buying it right, then go for it. But at the end of the day, my problem is I'm always late to connect buyers to sellers. Well, then you need to build up a bigger buyers list, Mike. That's what you need to do. But at the end of the day, guys, don't get stuck in just wholesaling. Don't listen to some guys and say, because I get people come up to me all the time. They want to start with wholesaling and they get in my program. But my goal for my students is they hope they graduate into wholesaling and then flipping, and then they start taking down apartments or mobile home parks or commercial property or short-term vacation rentals. It ain't all about freaking wholesaling and flipping. It's just a highly paid job is what it is. It pays the bills. It makes a lot of money. I do really well with it. A lot of my students do really well with it. But at the end of the day, what, you're going to wholesale and flip until you're 60 years old? Come on, man. You've got to take all that money. You'll see some of these guys, they'll make a couple $100 grand in a few months, and they'll take all that money and they go buy some stupid shit like a car. And nothing wrong with buying cars like that. I got a bunch of cool cars, but take all that money and shove it into passive income, right? Shove it into passive income. Oh, actually, let me switch that back. Shove it into passive income to where you can get it to come back, because I'm telling you, if you save it, you're going to lose it. If you're saving money, you're going to lose it. The money's going to figure out a way. You're going to figure out a way to spend it. Something's going to pop up. Freaking car is going to break down. You're going to want to sell your house or buy another house. Take the money and shove it into a passive income investment, using your wholesaling business to generate good passive income leads, right? All the deals that we're buying, the mobile home parks, the apartment complexes, they're all coming from my wholesaling business. Wholesaling is definitely the foundation. The order that I gave you is the order that you should start. I'm telling you, it's because it's not because I'm just some, learned guy that just knows real estate. No, dude, I made a bunch of fucking mistakes. I did a bunch of stupid shit. I did it ass backwards. I'm still losing money on some deals that I bought that I should have never bought. you don't start off with flipping. You don't start off with buy and hold unless you got $5 million, $10 million in your checking account that you're starting off with, that just because you sold a business and you just maybe inherited a bunch of money. Then maybe you should start with buy and hold. But if you're just starting, and all you got maybe is 100 grand, you need to start with wholesaling. You start with the wholesale. You get comfortable wholesaling. You get better at it. Then you start taking down the best deals. Then you start wholetailing those. If you guys don't know what a wholesale is, basically you're wholesaling it to a full retail buyer. You have to take it down, meaning you're gonna have to close on it. And if you don't have money or capital or lines of credit, then you need to learn how to get private capital. You have to learn how to get access to private capital. That's the only reason I'm scaling my business now, because honestly, guys, for the last 6 years, 7 years, I've been using, or my whole career, honestly, as a real estate investor, I've been using my own capital and cash and lines of credit. And when I started to scale, I started running out of money real fast because I was flipping, we started flipping 8, 10 properties at a time, at $150,000, $200,000 a pop. Your money will go fast. So the only way to scale your business is you got to get access to private capital. And guys, if you like this content, please share, please invite, give me a like, give me a, something, give me something for all this value I'm giving you. So anyway, guys, you have to learn how to take down deals getting access to private capital, right? And like I said, if you don't know how to get access to private capital, just go talk to people, go network with people, right? Let's see. Raphael says, how to market my deals to my buyers list. My buyers list is about 3,000. Is there an easier way to market deals to get the top dollar? Most buyers don't reply from my text or email or call. Only calls, but 3,000 is a lot to sell a deal. Only calls, but 3,000 is a lot to call to sell a deal. What do you think I should do? Raphael, I have 2 suggestions for you, my brother. One, you need to prioritize that list of 3,000 and figure out who the real hitters are and who are the real true buyers, because there's a lot of fake hits out there that are not going to buy your deals. I've got about 50 people on my buyers list that they get all of my deals because they're real buyers they buy deals. They're not pretending to be an investor. They actually buy deals. And what I do is I develop a really good relationship with those guys. I'm always talking to them, calling them, seeing how they're doing. Even if I ain't got a deal, I'll call them and say, hey man, how's it going? You want to go to lunch or something? I'm always talking to them and building that relationship because then they trust me, right? That's the first thing. Second thing is the buyers, the real good buyers, guys. Who's got the best buyers list? Let's be real. Who's got the best buyers list? It ain't me, it ain't you. It's MLS. MLS has got the best buyers list. And why? Why do they have the best buyers list? Because the rookie amateur buyers are on MLS and they're willing to pay a premium. And not just the rookie amateur buyers, the more professionals out there that are looking for deals who they can't find deals. They don't have the time like me and you do to find deals. And who am I talking about when I say professionals? Attorneys, doctors, lawyers, chiropractors, engineers. They want to get into real estate and they have a lot of capital, but they don't know how to find deals. So what do? They go to a realtor. That's why you need to network with all the realtors. And you need to, because their buyers will pay a premium. They will pay a super premium. I promise you. So what you do is, you do one of 2 things. You can either network with all the realtors and tell them, hey, look, I'm trying to wholesale this deal. I got it for 100. I got this deal I'm trying to sell for 100. Just add your fee on top of it. So if they're 6% or 3%, whatever it is, so you would just tell them to add their fee on top of it. So they would go back to their buyer and say, hey, I got this wholesale deal for 103. It's worth 135, right? You're going to get a lot of buyers. You're going to get a lot of investors, new investors that are willing to pay a premium because they're going straight to realtors. I know I did the same thing. What does every newbie investor do when they first get into real estate? What do? They go to realtors, right? They go find a realtor. They're not looking for wholesalers. They don't even know what a wholesaler is. They think that realtors got the deals. So if you network with all the realtors and you keep sending your deals to realtors, you text your deals to realtors, you will get a super premium for your deals, for one. Secondly, sorry, I had a bee on me. If you have the capital, go ahead and take it down. Or like I said, get access to private money. Take it down, throw it back on MLS. If you throw it back on MLS, but you got to be careful when you're doing that. If you're going to take down a deal, You got to know what you're doing. That's why I don't suggest you flip first, because when you're flipping, you're actually taking ownership, and you're wholesaling, you're taking ownership. There's a lot of risk involved. If you don't know the market, you don't know the neighborhoods inside and out, you could get your ass handed to you, right? So that's my 2 suggestions to you, Raphael. Network with realtors and build, and actually out of those 3,000 buyers, find out who the real buyers are. I'm always texting my investors. If I can't sell a deal, then I'm emailing it out, right? And by the time I email it out, it's probably not that great of a deal, right? So Mike Wood says, what's the best way to JV without getting ripped off in the deal? Get it all in writing, Mike. Get it all in writing. Make sure you got a JV agreement, and I'd have a serious talk with them and say, look, dude, if I'm gonna do this deal with you, you better not try to screw me. If you screw me, I threaten them. Say, dude, I'm a blast you all over social media. Hell, I may even sue you. And I would put some verbiage in my JV contract that that you'll sue them for specific performance. If you don't know what specific performance is, it's basically a clause in a real estate contract that states that you can sue them because they didn't perform on the contract. So just Mike, don't do it on a handshake. I mean, I know a lot of people say, oh, I want to do it on a handshake. I'm old school. No, that's leaving your ass open to getting sued, right? So what's up, Rob? What's up, Dante? Please like, please share, please invite, guys. I want to see all of you guys do good in real estate. I want to see you get into real estate. I'm telling you, too much money in the stock market. It's crazy how many people play in the stock market. They give money to brokers and all these financial institutions, and they take all these fees. And dude, your returns in the stock market are terrible, guys. If you want phenomenal returns, learn the real estate game. If you want me to help you, go to chrisrood.com, book a call with my team. I can help you. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. If you learn how to be a really good real estate investor, you are set for life. Your family will be set for life, and you will leave generational wealth. In that order, right? Now, does it guarantee that your wealth is going to last forever? No. I mean, you're going to have, hopefully, your kids or whoever you got managing your portfolio better know what the hell they're doing and keep it alive. So, anyway, Bryce says, get a power of attorney with every deal and list on MLS yourself. I've never done that, Bryce. I don't. You could do that. That's a little bit more hairy to convince the homeowner to do that. Is kind of. I'd rather just buy it. It's a cleaner transaction if you do it that way. I'd rather just close on it and throw it back on MLS with private money or my own money, right? Ronnie says, great info, man. I agree 100% on the passive income gold. Hey, I appreciate that, Ronnie. What's up, Justin? Anyway, guys, listen, I'm having a mastermind at my beach house in Destin, Florida, October 4th and 5th in Destin, Florida on a Friday and Saturday. I have a buddy of mine, Miguel Catelier from Canada. He just won Entrepreneur of the Year for his province in Canada. He's 29 years old. He owns 2 8-figure businesses. I've got a guy, Chris Nago, who's coming with me. He was a private money expert on how money really works and how to find private money to help you scale your business. That's what we're going to be talking about: mindset, entrepreneurship, how to scale your business. I'm in three states right now, 5 markets. We're really scaling right now, and I want to show you how I've done it, and that's what we're going to do. It's all about expansion. This mastermind is to be about expanding not just your real estate business, but your life, right? You got to expand. You got to be a millionaire in everything, right? You can't just be worth $1 million, or you're making $1 million, or you're worth 10 million, whatever it may be. You need to be a millionaire in your mindset. You need to have a millionaire body. You need to have a millionaire relationship with your wife. You need to have a millionaire relationship with your friends and associates. You need to have just everything needs to be a millionaire mindset, right? When it comes to every aspect of your life, have million dollar friends, right? The people you hang around with, are your friends? I mean, are they really your friends? I mean, when you get together, do you feel good around them? Do they help you make more money, or do they just give you a hangover, right? What's the byproduct of your relationships? Byproduct of my relationships, every one of my buddies helps me make money. They're helping me feed my kids. They're providing value. I'm providing value back. Like, who are you hanging around with, guys? Like, seriously, who are you just hanging around your buddies from high school because y'all went to high school together, and all y'all do is drink beer and hang out and talk about what the LSU football or Alabama football did, or NFL, whatever the hell you watch? I don't give a shit. Like, stop paying attention to shit that don't matter, right? Get some real friends. Your real friends are not the guys that you played football with in high school. I mean, I'm not saying don't ever talk to those guys, but your real friends are your allies. They're going to be the ones helping you make money, pushing you to make more money, and you helping them, right? I don't give a shit, what we did when I was 15, 16 years old. Like, if you're not providing any value to me or helping me and my family, dude, I ain't talking to you. I'm sorry, it's ugly, disrespectful. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but it's the truth. It's if you're not hanging around with the right people, guys, I'm telling you, you are your environment. If you get around the right people, you will elevate your life by default. So if you can make it to my event, I promise you, you will elevate your mindset. I got a guy coming that's going to talk on, you know, fasting and helping you take care of your body. I know I'm a big faster. I'm a huge believer in it. It works. So, you know, those are some of the things I'll be talking about, right? It's not just about real estate. It's not just about entrepreneurship or wholesaling. You got to be very dynamic as an individual to really take it to the next level. Well, you know, how's your energy levels, right? Are you taking care of your body? Are you, you know, are you not eating sugar, right? Sugar is the freaking devil. You know, to operate at a high level, you got to have a lot of energy, right? So that's why I'm big on fasting. That's why I always have a guy come and talk on, you know, exercise, fasting, and what to eat, because you got it. These are things that are really important, right? So let's see. Christopher says, "Hey Chris, did you hear about the new Facebook ads HUD policy update?" I have not. I haven't. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. Hey Chris, did you hear about the new Facebook ads HUD policy update? That's interesting, though. I would be interested to know what that's about. Maybe shoot me a DM and tell me what that's about. But anyway, guys, make sure you skilling up. Like, don't just skill up in your business life. Like, dude, work on your relationship with your wife and your kids. Like, I'm constantly trying to time block, like, you know, to help spend more time with my kids, my wife. As busy as I am, like, I'm a really busy dude. Like, you probably think, man, how does this dude have any time to do anything? Like, I just don't play around. Like, I don't have activities that are entertainment, put it that way. Most people take so much time out of the day to be entertained. Every activity I do is either working on my wealth, working on my mindset, working on my body, or working on relationships, right? I don't ever go anywhere to get entertained. I'm always trying to get educated, right? I don't get entertained, I get educated. If I go to an event, guess what? I'm not going to a football game or a baseball game. I'm going to a conference, a mastermind. It's a different mindset, right? You got to get out of that entertainment mindset and get into an educational mindset of trying to level up your mindset. What's up, Eric? Hope you're killing it, dude. Eric was one of my students in the past. He did really, matter of fact, I think he had the highest first check ever, right, Eric? I think, what was your check, like $56,000 in your first deal? I think you broke a record in my group, this highest first deal. Michael said, how much do you pay for private money? In general, who are your top go-to providers of private money? So right now, I'm paying 12% right now, and I think 1 point. But I'm in and out of a deal within 3 months, 2 months, so I don't really care. If the numbers make sense, so what if I got to pay a point or two and it's high interest? Like, who cares, right? You can scale your money. You can scale your business if you have access to private money. You could do 20, 30 deals a month if you have enough capital. That's what keeps, it's really not a lack of, well, I'll say that. It is a lack of deals sometimes that keeps people from scaling their business, but what really keeps them from scaling them on the top end as far as their profit margin is being able to take down deals, right? You don't have to have a ton of money to wholesale. I mean, you just have to have a lot of money if you want to scale it, because you have to spend a lot of money on marketing. But what the determining factor is for you to make a lot more money is to be able to take down deals, right? And I'm not saying you should take down every deal, because honestly, we're wholesaling about 60% of the deals that come through. I'm flipping about 20, and I'm wholesaling about 20. So I'm still wholesaling more than half of every deal that comes through. But once I made that transition to wholesaling deals, I increased my margins by like a third, you know, or maybe even half. Like, we're scaling at an astronomical level right now. We're crushing it because I'm taking more deals on, and I quit wholesaling everything. Hope that helps. And who are your go-to providers for private money? So right now, Michael, I am using Chris Nagel. He's a buddy of mine. He's got access to a bunch of private money. I got hooked up with some private money lenders out of New York, but they want a lot. They want like 3 points and 9%. So I'm sticking. I've got 3 different people I'm using, but I'm just using one right now till I exhaust how much money I can use with him. But it's just go shake the trees, go ask around. And listen, if you don't know anybody that's doing it, just go find somebody that's got a lot of money and talk to him and network and show him the deals that you're doing, right? Show him the value you bring. Say, look, man, I'm gonna give you a first position on this deal. I'll give you 2 points. It's a $100,000 property. I'll give you $2,000 up front, and then I'll give you 10 or 12% interest on your money every month until I sell this thing. And say, look, there's no way you can lose, right? If I don't pay you, you got a house with a badass equity position, right? So let's see. Hope that helps, Michael. What's up, Matt? What's up, Pablo? What's your take on virtual wholesaling? I like it. I'm doing it right now, but I'm not doing the traditional virtual wholesale. I don't believe in I know there's people doing it, but it's not my style. I don't believe in like locking up deals over the phone and then nobody there, like no boots on the ground, just locking them up and trying to sell them virtually. I will run circles around people that do that. I know because I just stole a deal from a guy in New Orleans who's trying to virtual wholesale out of Houston, and he couldn't. I have boots on the ground. Like every market I'm in, I have boots on the ground. How are you going to compete with somebody who's locally born and raised and knows the market, who has a lot of experience, or maybe he's a realtor? How are you going to compete with somebody like that that has boots on the ground versus somebody that's 3 states away, who doesn't know the market, doesn't have the dialect or the accent, who doesn't know the streets, towns, and doesn't know the people? How are you going to compete with somebody like that? You can't, right? So, and then how do you build, you know, if you're, I'm not saying you can't do it. I know people doing it, and hats off to them. But I guarantee you, if I go to an appointment, or one of my acquisition managers, a partner, goes to an appointment and builds enough rapport, I guarantee you I will capture more equity on the deal than you ever will with your cold caller from Houston or Las Vegas trying to wholesale in, you know, New Orleans or you know, Pensacola or Mobile, whatever, right? There's nothing that beats, you know, person to person, belly to belly interaction with trying to build rapport and lock up contracts versus somebody trying to do it over the phone. It's just, it's night and day. So I don't do it the traditional virtual wholesaling. I don't like lock up deals over the phone. We go to every appointment. We have acquisition managers and partners in every market we're in, and it works. And I'm able to capture, because there's so many nuances. Like you know, motivated sellers lie. They don't tell the truth. So you need somebody to go over there and look at, inspect the property and see what's going on with the property, right? And then you can really gauge the motivated seller and really make a really solid offer, and a really good educated offer based off of what you're seeing at the appointment, right? You can't do that over the phone. I'm sorry. Appreciate that, Kyle. What's up, Rudy? What's up, Mark? Now, there's definitely people doing, you know, virtual wholesaling with not the same method I'm doing it. And if that works for you, great, keep doing it. I'm just telling you, I've split tested it. You're not going to beat somebody that's boots on the ground versus somebody that's virtual wholesaling 2 or 3 states away. Not going to happen. It's just not. So it's whatever your style is, right? There's no right or wrong. It's whatever your style is, whatever fits your personality, whatever floats your boat. It's whatever you want to do, right? What's up, Carlos? What's up, Casey? Krista says, basically you can't target zip codes anymore, and you can't target specific ages, so you have to target 18 to 65, and Facebook is deactivating Facebook ad accounts if you don't. Interesting. Okay, that's really interesting. That's good information. Raphael says, I'm hiring 4 acquisition guys tomorrow. How many people you got on your team? Right now I've got about 8 people on my team, Raphael. So that's just on the wholesaling side, and acquisition side. So you don't have to have a huge team, guys. This business is not rocket science. Like, it's so simple. I watch these gurus, dude. I'm telling you, these gurus. I'm not a guru, by the way. Like, I actually do the business. I'm not selling information online and pretending that I make millions of dollars when I don't. Like, dude, I make millions of dollars doing this. I own millions of dollars worth of assets. I'm doing the business. There's nobody in the industry that's doing what I'm doing. Most people are lazy. Like, I go out there and I grind it out every day. There's nobody that I know of that's in my space that's doing what I'm doing. I'm telling you right now, nobody. I've seen them all. They either faking it, lying to you, or bullshitting you. So make sure that you actually listen to people that are doing the business, because there's a lot of fake it till you make it, right? You got to understand that this business is not rocket science. It's buyers, sellers, capital, and marketing. That's really your whole business. Now, if you want to scale it, like all these gurus are telling you, got to have a disposition, then you got to have a acquisition, disposition, then you got to have a deal coordinator, and you got to have, dude, most of the time these people, they're giving bad information. You need that once you scale big time. If you're doing 30, 40, 50 deals a month, yes, you're going to need that. But when you got, most of these people, like, there's not too many people that are doing that many deals across the country. There's maybe a handful. Most of you guys can make a lot. You guys watching this, you can make $500 to $1 million a year, you and like one other person, or maybe you and 2 other people. You don't need all those people. It's not rocket science, right? It's just a matter of really good communication, coordinating with buyers, coordinating with sellers, coordinating with title company. That's the business, man. Don't overcomplicate it, right? Appreciate that, Justin. Let's see. Guys, post your questions if you have any questions. I'll try to come and answer them. Matthew says, private funding, are you paying percentage per month or year? Monthly payment till sold? Yeah, I'm paying 12% annually. Interest only. I mean, it's and I'm usually paying 1 to 2 points is what I'm paying, and 10 to 12% interest annually. So it's fair. I mean, guys, don't get hung up on the private money. So what if you're paying a little bit more than private money? Like, I can get the money. Like, I can just make a phone call and get the money, right? Don't worry about like how much you're paying in private money. Just get access to private money. So anyway, guys, hope you find value in this. Listen, I'm gonna be having an event in Destin, Florida, October 4th and 5th. The ticket is $3,000 a ticket. It's 2 days at my beach house, going over a lot of different things: mind, body, spirit, real estate, entrepreneurship, all kinds of different things. How to scale your business, how to scale your life, how to scale your relationship with your wife, your kids, all the different things. If you want to come, I've only got about we got about, I think, 12 spots left. So I'm only gonna have 30 people there because my house only fits so many people on the first floor. So I want it to be an intimate setting. So if you're interested, inbox me. Just inbox me here on Facebook. We can have a conversation about it. November 1st, I'm going to be hosting the Impact Players 2 in LA. Try to get you tickets to that. And then I have Skillathon coming up after that, the first week in December in New Orleans. I'm going to have a bunch of heavy hitters from all over the country that are doing big shit come and speak at my event, right? And we'll probably have 500 people there. It's going to be in New Orleans the first weekend of December. I'm going to get the link set up here probably tomorrow and give it to you guys. But guys, get around the right people, skill up, listen to people that are doing shit. Don't listen to gurus, listen to doers that are actually doing shit. There's a lot of fake news out there, guys. Lots and lots of fake news, right? If you're a guru and you watch this and you got more money tied up in cars than you do actual real estate assets, you have no business teaching real estate. You're sending the wrong message. If you're a real estate coach and you don't own any assets, but all you own is cars, like, dude, hang it up, dude. Like, you sending the wrong message. Or maybe you just got bad information. You think that's what you need to do to be cool, and you're trying to scale your coach company. I get it. It's cool. It looks cool, but it's fake, guys. It's freaking fake. Take all your active income, wholesaling, flipping, wholetailing, dump it into passive income, to where that passive income squirts money back to you. It's a big circle. And what happens is, if you do that long enough, over a long enough period of time, your passive income will exceed your active income and you'll be financially free. Understand? Your goal, guys, is to get your passive income to exceed your active income. You don't want to freaking wholesale and flip and wholesale forever, I promise you. It's a grind. Anyway, I hope you found value in this. Look, if you don't have any money to hire me as your coach, go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chris Rood. Follow me on Instagram at Real Estate Rood. Pick up my book, The Source of the Deal. Pick up my book, The Source. You can go to on Amazon and pick it up for like $15, or you can pick it up for free at thesourceofthedeal.com. Right? Matthew says, recommend any resources for buying mobile home parks. Like, what resources? Like how to find them, Matthew, or how to fund them? What resources? If you're trying to find them, man, just Google mobile home parks. Pick up the phone, start cold calling. There's only so many in your area. Cold call, send letters. It's the same way you would just get a single family, right? There's no different. No different than what you do to get a single family home to get a multifamily. Drive for dollars, right? Listen, mobile home parks are so easy to get, and it's because there's so many that are distressed, that need so much work, they can't sell them on the open market. You can pick them up on terms. And I'm actually working on a course right now. I'm halfway done. I'm going to show you. I've bought 3 mobile home parks on terms already with none of my own credit. We did have to put money down. So if you ain't got no money to put down, maybe actually Uncle Joe or your rich uncle, whatever, or maybe try to syndicate, right? You gotta get creative, guys. You gotta become a problem solver, guys. If you want to be a really good entrepreneur, I'm just really good at solving problems, right? You gotta think. You gotta better think. Most of you guys that, and I hate to say this, that have jobs, you have a job and you work for the man because you can't think. All you do is react, and you just want to be told what to do. The moment you can start thinking at a high level and solving problems, and really the real magic behind it is solving problems and thinking about thinking. When you can think about thinking and think about solving problems, you're going to elevate your mindset, and you're going to better get paid more. Because if you can't think, somebody's going to think for you and tell you what to do. You're going to be an employee for the rest of your life. So hope that helps. Let's see, Matthew says, how to do it right, making my first offer this week. Make a lowball offer. I mean, if it's worth, I usually offer half of what they're worth, so or less, right? It depends on how messed up they are. So, Raphael, have you ever tried getting properties on subject to? No, Raphael, I've done owner finance and I've done lease option. I've never done a subject to. Subject to are a little bit more complicated because you can trigger what's called the due on clause sale. What happens is if the mortgage company finds out that you're selling the property subject to the existing finances, they can call the loan, and they can trigger the due on clause sale. And what'll happen is they can call the loan. So you gotta be careful with that. I've never heard of it happening. I just know my attorney told me to watch out for that. What's up, Jordan? We're looking nice right now. I'm back home, man. I look like I'm in Florida. I'm in my backyard, Jordan. That's just a palm tree behind me, but I'm back home, my brother. I'm back in Louisiana. So. But Jordan's my new partner from New Orleans. Jordan's flipping our first house together in New Orleans right now. So yeah, call me tomorrow, Jordan, so we can go over all those numbers. But anyway, guys, listen, it ain't rocket science. But you can't be a dummy either, right? You can't be a dummy. You got to do it on a gradient scale. Start with wholesaling, then start finding how to get access to private money so you can take down some of these deals. Then wholesale, then start flipping a little bit, but only flip the deals you can make. You can be in and out of within 3 to 5 months max. I wouldn't go past 4 to 5 months, and you better make a good amount of money if you go into 4 to 5 months. Then from there, take all that money and start doing buy and hold. Don't do it the reverse. I did it the reverse. I had a little bit of money, so I started doing buy and hold first, and then did it all backwards. And I didn't buy right, because if you go straight to buy and hold, you don't know how to buy right, you don't have a wholesaling pipeline set up to buy your own deals, you're dead in the water. Like, you're gonna end up buying marginal paper thin spreads. You're gonna end up buying at 80, 85 cents on the dollar, maybe even 90. It ain't, listen, as a professional investor, everybody says, right, you make the money at the buying point when you go in and buy. So make sure you buy right, and the way you buy right is go direct to seller. You have to start the wholesaling business to go direct to seller. You will get, if you network enough and you put enough feelers out with realtors, you'll get some pocket listings every now and then. But the real meat and potatoes, guys, is going direct to seller. So if you need help with that, go to chrisrood.com, book a call with my team. I'd love to help you. I got students all over the country crushing it. I want to see you come to my mastermind. Chris Nagel's on here, is one of my buddies. He's going to be at the mastermind showing you how to find private money, how to get it rocking and rolling, right? So appreciate that, Soden. Great advice, Chris. What ROI or cash on cash earned do you shoot for on mobile home park? I want at least 15 to 20%. So at least, right? Well, I say that. I mean, I'm doing, honestly, Matthew, right now, I'm on a couple owner finance deals, like, we're getting cash on cash return is like, it's like a fifth. Some of these deals we got it's like a 2-year payback on our cash. Like, we'll get all our cash back into one deal that I got a little 12-unit mobile home park I'm buying in Navarre in 30 days. I just put under contract. We're putting $60,000 down. The net operating income is like, I think it's like $4,500 a month. So it's like, we get all our money back in 2 years, right? It's just ridiculous. But I'm gonna refinance before that and get all my money back. But I can show you how to do all that. If you're interested, go to chrisrood.com. I'll show you how to buy these parks, owner finance. You're gonna have to put some money down, but you're gonna get all that money back. If you buy right and you stabilize it, you bring that back to a small community bank, refi, they'll give you all your money back. I haven't put money down, or I haven't gotten all my money back in years on real estate, because you know how to buy right. You just got to refi and get all your money back, and you enter the deal for no money. Do you try and get the homeowner down on price before showing up to the appointment? It depends, Matt. It depends. There's no like set exact script. Like, you got to read people, you got to judge and gauge motivation over the phone, and you got to see where they at on the sale, right? They may be all the way through the sale transaction, meaning they're ready to like just unload it, they're a lay down. But other homeowners are not so easy. They need you to warm them up. They need you to massage them a little bit. So it just depends on what they're telling me, right? So that's what I teach in my program, man. It's kind of hard to do it on a Facebook Live, but there's no one set way. You got to become a master of people and a master listener and a master of gauging motivation, so that then you can solidify your pitch, because the pitch ain't the same on every conversation. That's like saying for every song you got the same dance. No, you got a different dance for every different song, right, my brother? So I mean, you can't dance the same way to every song. So every motivated seller is a different song and dance. You got to know how to do the two-step, and then you got to know how to do you got to know how to break dance, and but that comes over time. That comes by skilling up. That comes with repetition. That comes with doing it over time. There's no easy way. You just got to get in front of a lot of people and read people, gauge their motivation, make mistakes, say the dumb thing, say something stupid, get kicked in the teeth, get embarrassed, right? So it's just different things, right? It's a matter of really learning the business, like anything, right? How do you ride a bike? Well, you jump on a bike and you fall off and you get your knees scraped, your elbows scraped, and that's just how it is. You just got to fall off a few times, but eventually you get to learn how to ride the bike so good you ain't got to even think about it anymore. That's where I'm at. I'm at unconscious competence, right? I don't have to think about how to talk to a motivated seller, because I'm so confident that, because I've done it so many times, that I unconsciously do it without thinking about it. And that's where you need to get. And the only way you're going to do that is with massive repetition on the phone for lots and lots of hours, and do it for long enough, right? But I can dial that in, so to speak, with when you hire a mentor, when you hire a coach like me, I'll dial that in and I'll shorten the learning curve. But your goal is to get up to, to a point where it's unconscious competence, meaning you don't have to think about it, right? If you have to think about it, you're not there yet. You haven't mastered it, right? I don't have to think about how to drive my car. I just know. You got to get up to a point of knowingness. And the only way to do it is through duplication, over and over and over, until you master that skill, right? Building trust is a dance for sure. Absolutely, Paul. It's definitely a dance. So there's no, it's an art, guys. It's not a science. You're looking for an exact science, you need to do something else. This is not a science, it's an art. So you can't have a script on every freaking, I hate when all these gurus say, here's your script, I'm gonna sell you my script, and we're gonna, dude, what script? What script? I ain't got a script. Dude, I just talk to people. I listen to what they say, and I have I'm making calculations as they talk, and that's unconscious competence, right? So that's where you need to get to. Christopher says, will we have access to your mobile home course when it comes out? Yes, Chris, you're definitely gonna have access to that for sure, 100%. So let's see. Exactly, Paul. You don't need a damn script. Come on, man. Get out of here with all them scripts. You and your guru scripts. I guarantee I'll run circles around any guru with their scripts. Dude, there's not a guru better than me at this. I'm telling you right. I will call every guru out. I am the Michael Jordan of wholesaling. I may not have a bigger business than you because I haven't been doing this long, but if you come pound for pound, there is not a better person that knows how to wholesale than me, as far as boots on the ground, acquisitions, talking to people, closing people, period. I will put my name up against anybody. Come hang out with me for a few days. Come hang out with me for a few days and see how I run my operation. I'm telling you right now, there's nobody better. So, what's up, Ben, my man? Ben, I need to talk to you, my brother. Let's talk here shortly. I need to talk to you about something. If you're not following Ben Azadi, he is the man on intermittent fasting, health and fitness, how to eat right. He is the man. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you got value from this. I want to help you. I want to see you doing good. I'd like to see you come to my mastermind in October. So if you're interested, inbox me. I'd love to have you. Like I said, we got about 10, 12 spots left. It's 3,000 ahead. If you can come, great. If not, no big deal. Pick up my book. Follow me on Facebook. So Lionel says, need some help for rent to own. Well, cool, brother. Yeah, I know how to do that too. So anyway, guys, chrisrood.com if you're interested. And guys, keep working on yourself, right? Keep working on yourself. Keep up the personal development. you should be reading every day. You need to put in at least an hour of reading every day. If you do that for a year, you will be a new you within 6 months to a year. I promise you. Pick up the great books, read them 2 or 3 times. There's something magical about reading. You're only going to make as much money. Who said it? Jim Rome said it best. You're only going to make as much money as you're personally developed, right? Or how do you say that? No, your personal finances seldom exceed your personal development, right? Your personal finances seldom exceed your personal development. How true is that, right? Anyway, guys, skill up. I hope you guys to see you in Destin, and I'll see you guys in New Orleans first week of December. Skillathon 2.0. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.